Uber doesn't assign rides evenly. Drivers in the same city, sitting a mile apart, can have completely different request flow because the system prioritizes availability, acceptance behavior, and location patterns over simple time online. By the end, you'll know exactly how to position yourself so the app sends you more consistent ride requests instead of long gaps between trips. First thing that actually controls your ride volume is location density, not busy areas in a general sense. Uber boosts drivers who sit in zones where passengers are requesting rides and where other drivers are not clustered too tightly. Parking next to a mall entrance or a stadium gate sounds smart, but it often backfires because too many drivers sit in the exact same spot. The better move is staying one block off the obvious hotspot, so you're still inside demand without competing with the crowd sitting on the pin. Second factor is acceptance behavior. The app tracks how often you accept rides and how quickly you respond. If you decline too many requests in a short window, you can get fewer incoming offers for a while because the system assumes you're less available. That doesn't mean you should accept everything blindly. But it does mean constant rejection in hopes of a better trip usually reduces your total volume over time. Third factor is trip completion consistency. Cancellations after accepting a ride can hurt your future request flow. The system prioritizes drivers who reliably complete trips because they keep demand moving. Even occasional cancellations can change how often you get queued for nearby requests. Now, the timing side. Ride volume spikes during predictable human movement patterns, not random hours. Morning commute windows, lunch transitions, and evening returns create the highest probability of back-to-back requests. Outside those windows, you're competing for fewer active riders, so downtime increases even if you're online. One more thing that matters more than most drivers realize is staying moving between requests. Sitting idle in one low-demand pocket reduces your chance of being matched compared to slowly repositioning toward the next demand cluster. Even short movement signals availability in higher probability zones. Here's the practical setup that brings all of this together. Position yourself just outside high-traffic pickup points. Stay consistently available without heavy rejection patterns. Avoid unnecessary cancellations. And shift toward natural demand waves instead of waiting in dead zones. The drivers who get more consistent rides aren't guessing. They're reducing competition around their location and keeping their account behavior aligned with what the system rewards. Start with location adjustment first, then clean up acceptance habits. That combination usually changes ride frequency faster than anything else. Like and subscribe for more simple breakdowns of how Uber actually works behind the app.